Okay. I shall make you host now. Okay. Go ahead. So if everybody, do you want to put everybody on mute, Tim?
Yes, please. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to do that actually. News. That's it. You should be away. Okay, so let me tell you about Cloud Token. Okay, it's a place where we can store our funds. We will also be, or we can use it to exchange our funds as well. So both the cloud tokens that we receive, we can change those, and we can also earn and spend with the rewards program that the company are running. In a nutshell, the app rewards you between 8 and 12% per month to hold your own crypto coins in your own wallet. Okay. Some important things when you I've been in the crypto space for a little over 4 years, probably 4.5 years, and I've done well in some things. I've got completely scammed in others, and those times have taught me some big lessons. I do trade a bit on the in the crypto space, and I have a trading plan that I follow so that I don't get too carried away or whatever. So if you follow a trading plan, then normally you can end up winning most of the time. And it should be the same when you invest. If you follow an investment plan and all your questions are answered, then if you still feel comfortable, you can look at investing. And I guess a couple of years ago, most of us all got hammered with BitConnect and lots of other lending platforms and ICOs that never came into being because they basically issued a white paper and said, we want to raise X amount of funds. Everybody threw their money in and then they disappeared and never produced it. The other bad issue was you could never find out who the owners were in these companies or who the tech team was. It was just a catalogue of disaster, really. So things have changed greatly. And now, really, if you're going to involve yourself in anything, rule number one, you need to know who the owners are of the company. All right, if you don't know who the owners are, don't get involved, because if they don't want to show their public face to you, why would you want to back their project? I certainly wouldn't. So there must be something not right when they don't want to do that. You need to understand who the tech team are, the people that are putting the opportunity that you want to invest in out into the marketplace, what their track record is, what their public visibility is, so that you, again, get comfort. You need to have full visibility of your funds that you invest, and you need the ability as well to be able to remove them. So there are 4 main things that I have to have. I actually have 9 points. If they all get ticked, I enter. If they don't, I don't. But they're the main ones. So behind Cloud Token, we have Ronald I. All right. Now, Ronald has got a massive, like 25 years of track record in building social media, payment models, mobile wallets, smartphones, and blockchain technology. He's also got various bits of IP filed under his name as well. What is important here is at the end of 2018, he won the World Blockchain Forum New Innovative Blockchain Project of the Year. And Ronald has invented fourth generation blockchain. It's called beta. All right. For those of you who are sort of just learning about blockchain and Bitcoin, first generation blockchain is Bitcoin. Okay. It's really only ever going to be used as a storage of wealth. It is completely, totally, and utterly useless as a method of payment for anything, because the transactions, it can only process around 7 or 8 transactions per second, all right, which is very, very small when there are hundreds of thousands of people. So it would be no good you walking into your local supermarket or coffee shop to buy a coffee or a packet of food and pay for it with your Bitcoin card, to then have to stand there for 2 hours waiting for the processor to happen of somebody, you know, confirming the payment. So that is, you know, the first generation. Second generation was Ethereum. They transacted about 12 to 14 transactions per second. And everybody basically that came to the market, all the alternate coins came to the market using the Ethereum network and their ERC20 platform. And that still functions today, obviously. Then we have third generation, which are Cardano and EOS, that transact at many thousands of transactions per second. In order to be a recognized world global payment option, you need to be able to transact at least 500,000 transactions per second. That's what Visa and MasterCard are able to do. And so I think one of those is actually more, it's about 750,000 per second. All right. If you can't do that sort of transaction speed, it's not going to work, because people don't have time to wait and stand there for hours on end. Now, what Ronald has developed with the beta mobile thing is our current blockchain or Bitcoin or all of them, they work by you doing a transaction peer-to-peer, and that being confirmed independently from other processors on the network, or the miners on the network, whoever that particular block has gone to be authorized or confirmed. And that, obviously, the more people that are doing transactions, the slower that process is. All right. So Ronald's thought outside the square, and he's designed fourth generation blockchain to run on the mobile phone that works the opposite way round. So we are all like our little we are all our little processing system that have cloud token wallet on their phone. And the more of us that have cloud token on our wallet, the more transactions per second we can accomplish. So roughly per 1,000 people that have cloud token on their wallet, we can transact around 22,500 transactions per second. We currently have around 300,000 people with cloud token. So that's around 6 million transactions per second. So we're already blowing Visa and MasterCard right out of the water in terms of what they can do against where cloud token is going to be. And that is Ronald's end goal. We are going to be a global mobile payment solution, the mobile payment solution for the world, because he has got this fully IP'd. It's his baby, nobody else's. They can't copy it. And you will be able to put anything and everything into this app to be able to transact with it globally, especially with the other services. And this is the other important thing for you to understand. We are not an ICO. Ronald's products have already been developed. He is not trying to raise funds. He is trying to get people to come in and start using what he has developed. There's a huge difference, okay? Let me tell you about the World Blockchain Forum, all right? It's based in New York, London, Dubai, Shenzhen, and Singapore, all right? This guy here, Shenzhou, is the co-founder. He is also Cloud Token's strategic marketing partner. All right. So this man is hugely influential in the world, because anybody that has a blockchain project that they want to introduce to the world does so through his company. You don't do it anywhere else. So obviously when he sees great opportunity, he then involves himself in those financially with investment, etc. All right. So again, this man who runs, you know, a multi-billion-dollar organization is not going to put his face to a scam. All right. It's just not going to happen. He also, a year ago, came across a company, identified a company very similar to what we're doing, and I'll tell you why we came into being, really, called Plus Token. And can somebody just mute themselves? Well, I will do it. Who have we got that's unmuted? No one now. Good. So yes, he discovered Plus Token, which works the same way through the arbitrage trading that we do, but it is not on its own mainnet. All right, so it functions using API keys within the exchange and what is called a ghost wallet, because you cannot fully see your funds and you don't know exactly what are in them or where your money is at all. But it does have great longevity. It's solid, and it was offered to me in probably September last year when we were around $12–14, and I didn't involve myself in it because one of my questions, or two of them, weren't answered, and that was the visibility of my funds on the blockchain and the ability to get them out if there was an issue. All right, so they weren't covered for me. However, it has gone from 40 cents to 85. It's 94, I think, at the moment, $95 in a year. So huge opportunity for what Cloud Token have. Plus Token is a one-trick pony. Okay, all it can ever do, because it doesn't have its own mainnet or its own blockchain like we do, that's all it can do. It can't do any value-added services or products or all of the things that Cloud Token are doing, and that's why it's come into being, because we can run this on our own blockchain network and develop all the things that Plus Token never can. And we've all got that great opportunity, of course, to start at 30 cents, although it's now 41.2. So we're up nearly 40% in our first month, which is great. So this was the official launch that took place on May the 12th. It did its pre-launch on the 16th of April. I took about a week to make up my mind if I was getting involved, so I actually joined on the 23rd of April. But this was in Bangkok. So you have very influential people involved with our company here, and you've got Ronald in the middle. You also have this guy, Jim Rogers. So he's sat here at the moment. He also was at our launch and did a great speech telling people about the technology and what we actually have here. For those of you who don't know about Jim, he is basically a billionaire. He was a co-founder of the Quantum Fund, and he also was the co-founder of Soros's fund. So he runs some massively wealthy people's portfolios for them. So again, these sort of people don't come and give up their time and put their involvement in scams. They just do not. They would be shredded in the public arena if they did. Okay, so all very important things when you're looking to consider involving yourself in a business. So this is where our token has gone and the dates that we have increased in value. We are June, that was June the 2nd, we're now 41.2. Okay, and we've got 2 more days till the 12th, so I reckon we might be at 42 or something, which will give us our 40% in our first month, which is you know, fantastic achievement. If we keep growing like that every single month, people will be, most people on this call now will be very comfortable millionaires in a year's time with the tokens you're receiving today at 30 cents. So they're going to be worth between 50 and 100 bucks a piece. So what do we have? We have all our 3 sort of functional sections: our intelligent finance, the arbitrage trading, and our past 10 economy payment ecosystem that is coming with our point of sale. So we have sort of 3 bands here. The payment things will be tiered to our growth and your positioning within the company. They are going to be offering you the chance to keep a certain amount of your cloud tokens in your wallet, and with the MasterCard debit card, you will then receive part of the transaction fee as a bonus for all of your downline. The other half, again, will go into our reserve fund to increase the token value. We are also, or will also, have a premium membership. I don't know what that would be, but it could be that they say if you've got a couple of 100,000 tokens, we're going to give you premium membership and we'll allow you access to Jarvis. You can trade using Jarvis through your own account with the API keys on your own account, so you don't have to transfer funds over. So let me tell you the benefits of that. You will make an absolutely shed ton load of money, because as I already explained earlier on, for those of you that weren't here, Jarvis has days where it makes 25% return on your money. All right, you don't see that because it goes into the reserve fund for all of us to benefit. But if Jarvis is trading with your API keys and it makes 25%, that's exactly what you've just made. All right, so if you have 5 or 10 Bitcoin in there and he makes you another 3 or 4 Bitcoin per day, that's, you know, 40, 50,000 US dollars a day that bot's going to start making you. You know, there's some massive opportunity for people. So what's in our program of development for this year, or the remaining part of it? So we had our official launch and our wallet. There's a franchise program launch. I'm not quite sure what is involved in that yet because I haven't seen any information on it. July, August and September, Jarvis will be upgraded with Vroom. It actually already is. Vroom, the best way for me to describe it to you guys is like having a wingman. All right, so your wingman is on all the exchanges, and it's, you know, beating around finding the best thing for you to look at and be involved with, and then it says to Jarvis, right, you need to buy these bits on here, sell those bits on there, and Jarvis does all of the transacting. All right, so it's like a double whammy that works. The other difference that I need to explain to you with our arbitrage trading to Plus Token. Plus Token is only doing single pair arbitrage, which means that at any one time, it can only trade, let's say, on Bitcoin USD or Tether USD or Ethereum USD, whatever it wants to trade on, it can only do one pair at a time, all right? Ronald has developed triangular arbitrage. So on each exchange, we can have 3 pairs running at any time. So he might look at Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum on Bittrex, and immediately be looking to sell them on Binance. And Vroom will look at it the best way, and then Jarvis will perform a triangular trade, giving them 3 times more options to make more profit through 3 coins than just through one. All right. So how? Yes, here we go. So how will be our additional, our next project. So new users will be logging in, and when you click on projects, it will show Jarvis, it will show how. Jarvis, once it is full, will only become available to anybody should somebody decide to leave it, i.e. remove their funds out of Jarvis. They then will have to re-put their funds back in, and if somebody's waiting to take the spot, they could lose it. So probably a risky move to go taking your funds out of Jarvis, hoping to put lesser amounts back in again or more. More is not a problem. Less is certainly an issue. If you're removing funds to half the amounts that you've got in there, you may not be able to reinvest back into that project until it becomes free again. So stick to what is working best. We've got some news channels. Well, that's now appearing on our app, as you would have known from a week ago. There are development events, again, that's going to be coming on. Public education stuff will also all be on the app for you to follow. There'll be blockchain, crypto wallets, cybersecurity, and our ecosystem. They've already put the launch of the login ability now for the card. The next thing is to be issuing out the tap and go cards, which should be coming along quite soon. This is a huge one. Come October time, you will be able to exchange your crypto for fiat on your token wallet, and then cash it out whatever country you are in at the local ATM using your MasterCard debit card. Okay. We've got our debit card based payment solution with our point of sale machines. There are already agreements under NDA at the moment for some massive point of sale companies that are programming cloud token into their POS because of what we are able to do. So it is truly, honestly going to be huge with our ability as a global payment method. And this coin is really only going to go one way because of it. We've got e-commerce tools, etc. Coming as well. Now, that's basically some of what we have got going on. There are ways that you can earn money within cloud token. But before I can go into them, I need to explain to you our disclaimer, because I am not a financial advisor, all right? I'm not a consultant or a marketing professional, all right? All I am doing is presenting my understanding of what I am involved in to give you an idea of it, all right? And if you then want to do or become part of it and join, I strongly recommend that you do your due diligence, the same as I did. Check up on the company owners, check up on the type of opportunity that we have with Ronald and BitBeta, and get your peace of mind that you are making a decision yourself, because I am not forcing you to join. Luigi isn't, Duncan isn't, no one is. You are an adult and a human being, and you make a decision to join or not, nobody else, okay? And of course, yeah, myself or indeed any of the team members are not liable for any damages, expenses or losses that you may suffer from using the information that I'm sharing with you today, okay? So our software, what we have, you can watch Jarvis in action on your phone. You can just click on the order history and you can watch it trade on the exchanges. All right, and there are some big volumes here. You know, most of the contracts that are $1 million contracts every time, and these things are popping onto your screen all the time. So you can watch the live trades. You can check these trades on the blockchain so that you know that they do actually exist, and he hasn't got some, you know, clever little mechanisms sat on a computer somewhere popping numbers and figures onto your screen to make it look good. Okay. The next thing we have is the Jarvis wallet, and this is where you store your funds that are loaned into Jarvis to trade with. And again, you have full visibility on here of your funds. So you can go onto the blockchain here and put your wallet address in, and it will show on the blockchain that you have 0.10531191 Bitcoin there. So you have full visibility of your funds, even though that Jarvis is using them. And you have full ability to be able to withdraw your funds 24/7. Okay, you just left swipe on this screen here, click max, take your funds out. Takes maybe 5 to 10 seconds to remove your funds out of Jarvis if you no longer want to participate in what it is doing. If you withdraw your funds in your first month, you're going to lose 10%. All right, that's the fee they're charging. But that is going to get removed. After the 1 month, it will be waived. There's no fee, but it is going to get removed as soon as Ronald has put in the blocks of levels that I was telling you about at the start, how he has identified that we have, you know, quite a number of people with $100 or $1 million accounts in Jarvis, you know, the 500 to 20,000 area, and then the under 500. So that's all blocks. And once he's able to free that up and integrate it properly into here, that 10% is going to get removed. So I would hope that maybe even at some point this month or very early next, there will not be that exit fee in your first month of joining. Okay, but for now it's in there. Yeah, so yeah, 100% transparency. That's the most important thing. As I said to you, I needed to know I could see my funds and they were accurate. When I did this on Plus Token, I couldn't see my funds. They weren't accurate. I didn't get involved. All right, even though their system is fantastic, as is ours, it didn't cover my most important rule. This is I'm not going to show it to you. I will show you the next one. This is our tap and go card. It has a 16-digit pin. This 16-digit pin is your 16-digit login pin. Okay, so when you receive your card, it will have that 16-digit pin in. Now you understand why we have 16 digits, same as a credit card. Okay, and now you understand why you have a pin, the same as you do with your credit card. Now you understand why you have it on your Monex. So if you lose this, you can get it replaced. See? All things that now making sense to what you're using in fiat world with our debt-ridden currency to actually having an asset here that you can generate wealth from. All right. Now, how this works, the card actually pairs into the phone, and I'll show you through the little smart chip. This little thing will show you. So there's your Cloud Token app. If you look on there now, under settings, you will see it has a card login on there. And when you receive your card, you literally just put it over the camera at the back, put in your code as they're doing now. It reads the chip, and now it will link your card to that blockchain account. Then they log out, and then they test it. So now you can log in and out of your account without having to log in it on the phone. You can just use your card. Okay, so you can then put what currencies you want on that front screen straight into the card and go spend them, which is perfect. And as I said, this solution already exists. It's already there. You're not having to pay them money for them to then do the next phase of development. Why cloud token? This is a really good question. And people say, oh, why should I invest with you? You know, oh, here we go again, another network marketing company, another multi-level marketing. Well, when companies go to market, they have three options open to them if they're new and nobody knows them. The first is they've got to go to an expensive marketing company, spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars having that product put out into the public space to create awareness and hope that people will buy. The second way to market is through multi-level marketing or network marketing, and everybody would know multiple companies over the years that get their products through that way, where you have to join and pay a membership, I don't know, $500. Then you have to go on auto ship every single month to buy those products to receive your commissions. And then the only way you are going to make money is that you've got to recruit every man and their dog into your business and hope that they also recruit and also keep buying their auto ships in order for you to receive monies every single month. So that's the next way that they could do it. Or they use something called affiliate marketing, where they get you or they pay you to promote their product. And that is the way that Cloud Token have chosen. I'll explain to you how we get paid in a minute. So again, why us? Names behind the project. Everyone is fully visible in this. We have Jim Rogers at our launch. We have Shang Zhao. We have Ronald I. Okay, all key people, all with LinkedIn profiles, all with Facebook pages. You can follow them. Okay, I would strongly suggest you get on Ronald's Facebook page and follow him. Okay, he's updating on his own Facebook page multiple times a day. The tech, well, you know, does everybody have it? Is it just run of the mill, or is it something that, oh my God moment, look at what we've got and look at where this is going? Something great to be part of, okay? We don't have packages to buy, okay? Nothing. You download that app, it costs you diddly zip, nothing. There's no membership fees, not ever, not once. Nobody's asking you for any money whatsoever. There's no monthly auto ship, so there's no product to buy every single month in order for you to be paid. There's no contract, extremely important. It is your money that you are putting into your wallet that you are loaning into the system for them to reward you with. You can withdraw it 24/7 anytime you like. Okay, you haven't bought anything with your money. It is there on your phone. You can see it and watch it all the time. They're just using the value of it to trade with. Okay. You earn passively without sponsoring. That is huge. For anybody that is sick and tired of network marketing and multi-level marketing, or indeed any opportunity that then involves them having to go and get their family on board and their friends on board and approach them yet again with another wonderful idea that hopefully is going to work this time, you don't have to do that with Cloud Token. Okay, if you are not somebody that wants to share a great innovation, then all you need to do is lend your coins into the Jarvis and you will receive your funds exactly as I've just shown you every single day, and you won't have had to share it to anybody. And that is fantastic, because normally you cannot win in a multi-level marketing company unless you are sponsoring. All right, so this is a win-win for everyone. Those that want to share, those who do not. We generate revenues from our arbitrage trading, as you know, and you've already seen the future with point of sale, etc. And our token has the potential to increase in value at least 100 times over the next 12 months. 100 times from 30 cents, that's $30. I would hazard a guess that we'll be way higher than $30 in a year. So for yourself, how do you earn? All right, you deposit your coins into the account, into your Cloud Wallet account. You'll receive 8 to 12% monthly on that capital, and it's paid daily to you in the form of Cloud Tokens. So if you imagine a square on a piece of paper with another square drawn in it, you now have 4 sections. The top left is where you put your 1 Bitcoin. The top right is the Jarvis bot trading with it. The bottom right, right underneath Jarvis, is all the profit that it makes goes into the reserve fund. And the bottom left is the cloud tokens for you. And you receive whatever, you know, amount on a daily basis based on your contribution in cloud token at the value that it's at. So at 40 cents, if you had, you know, $400, you would get 5, something like that, or 4, probably 4. It changes all the time. Obviously, when we went to 80 cents, you would halve that again. You get the same value all the time. It's the coins that you get less of as the price goes up. So the incentive is obviously to get as many coins as you can at an early stage. And you guys are all in very, very early. You can withdraw and cancel at any time. So this is how it works monetary wise. Let's say you put in $1,000 into your cloud token wallet. You're going to receive $100 a month, aren't you? Which is $3.33 a day, or roughly 5 cloud tokens. All right. Let's say that cloud token increases 10 times in value. So your 30-cent coins are now worth $3. So all of those tokens that you've received has now made you $1,000 as well, because they've gone up in value. So everybody that was here on the 12th of May, we received tokens that day. Let's say I received 500 tokens that day at 30 cents. That's 150 bucks. Now they're 40 cents. I've just earned 100 and whatever. My maths are hopeless. But you can see 40% on that. It's a great return. So all of those tokens that you keep as the price goes up, when they get to a pound or dollar, it's those 1,000 tokens are worth $1,000 to you. Yeah, and the fee, which is, as I say, going to be removed. Now, here's the benefits of sharing. Okay, so everything that I've gone through now is for you, the individual that doesn't want to tell anybody about this amazing opportunity, and you just want to put a few coins in there and get the benefit. If, however, you decide you want to share this, the company are going to reward you extremely well, and they're going to do it in several ways. The first, you must fund your wallet with a minimum of $500 US in order to qualify for the revenue sharing. Okay, I would strongly suggest, with the volatility in Bitcoin, that you put around $600 to $650 US in there. That will allow you for a 30% fluctuation downwards in Bitcoin, all right, and still keep you above the $500 US threshold. The last thing you want to do is have a team of, you know, several $100,000 that's maybe bringing you in $1,000 every day, to suddenly lose that because you've dropped under your $500 US. So on your level 1, let's say you pop next door and introduce cloud token to the neighbor. Did you get that from me, Julie? Just deal with it. Tell her I'm just on the thing, but I can cover the session if she needs me. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, level 1, you will receive 100% of whatever they put in. So if they put $1,000 in, they're going to receive $100 a month. You will receive the equivalent $100 a month.
You just wanted me to take the form for me. Yeah, he's available. You can be, yeah, by 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it. Yeah.
Give me 5 seconds, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jules. Okay, bye. Yeah, he's putting the higher.
Yeah, great. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you will receive 100% every single day for that person under you. all right, which is fantastic. So if you're getting 5 tokens a day and you bring somebody else in, suddenly you're getting 10 tokens a day, okay? On your level 2, you're going to receive 50% matching bonus. Again, that will be half the amount. And then, in order to get that 50%, you have to sponsor 2 people. So each level that the company will open, and they'll open 21 levels to you, where you receive 5% on all the rest, you need to have personally sponsored somebody. So if you bring in 5 people yourself, you're going to get paid down to level 5. So you'll receive 100% on the first, 50% on the second, and then 5, 5, and 5. Okay? So this, let me tell you, adds up to huge amounts of tokens every day. We have lots of C1s in the company. When you get to a C1, you've got about 200,000 US dollars of volume under you. That's around 1,000 cloud tokens per day. When you are a C2, you will have 3 C1s in your business, and I will show you the things, and they are receiving, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 tokens per day. And as a C3, you've got I think about 4 of those in there. And we have one C3 that is generating over 50,000 cloud tokens per day into his wallet on his downline. So you can imagine at just $1 what his account is going to look like, let alone 50. All right, so there are huge, huge, huge incentives to share this and grow this so that it can become this global, worldwide payment opportunity. Now, just covering it here, you can see your level 1, 100%, level 2, 50%, and level 3 to 21, 5%. Here's the fun bit. When you get to C1, so that's $200,000 in your downline, you will receive an extra 5%. All right, so 105% and 55% here. But where it becomes really worthwhile to you is in your level 3 to 21, because that has now doubled. You've gone from 5% to 10. So these changes here become huge. As a C2, you then get 10%. So that 10% becomes 20, and so on, 15 and 20%. So you can see why it is, as a C3, the guy that we have in Asia at the moment, why he is receiving 50,000 cloud tokens every single day into his wallet, because of the incentives to grow your business by sharing. Okay. Yeah, 200K, 3 C1s to get to a C2, 3 C2s to get a C3, and all the other additional things. And I think as a C5, you actually, or C4 is revenue share in the company, whatever the company is making. And I'm sure we'll have a few of those soon as well. Let me tell you about the accumulation of your cloud tokens. All right. Let's say over the next 12 months, you can save 25,000 cloud token into your wallet. All right. And we increase the price to just $10. All right. From our 30-cent launch. That would mean those 25,000 cloud tokens are worth $250,000 US to you. All right. If cloud token just gets to $20, $500,000 US. If you live here in Australia, 700,000 Australian. At $40, you've all just become millionaires. If you've got 50,000, well, you become a millionaire at $20. All right, and you've already seen where plus token is. So these are life-changing opportunity that you have in front of you here by just getting your tokens at such a hugely reduced price to where this project is going to be going. And that really is it. That is our program in a nutshell. If you've got some questions that you would like to ask me or have me find out, if I don't know the answer, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
The more I see this, the more I can't sleep. No wonder Steve's not sleeping, and Alex. It's just
it's huge. It's so big an opportunity. You think, when's it going to go wrong, or why? What
I know.
And it just gets better and more transparent and more everything. And
Absolutely amazing.
It really is.
Anybody got any questions? You can unmute yourself if you want to ask any questions. I know Dorian's listening in. If you have any questions, Dorian, just type them in the chat here.
Or unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, that's the easiest. Everybody okay? Steve?
Hey, Duncan.
Hi.
I'm not sure I quite understand. I know how much a Bitcoin is. I know what the CTOs are right now at 30-something cents. How does it exchange your CTOs when you're ready to get a few bucks? Exchange that to Bitcoin.
That's a good question, Steve.
It's very simple. When you look on your wallet, you have cloud token at the very top here.
Okay.
All right. And all you do is click on it, and it gives you then an option to transfer or convert. And at that point, you convert it straight into Ethereum. So if I click on convert, that comes up, and you put however amount that you want to transfer into Ethereum and take it straight off your wallet, put it back into Coinbase, and draw out the cash as it stands at the moment. When you have your card, it will work totally differently, because you can just you could put, let's say, 1,000 cloud tokens straight onto your card that might be worth $500 and go and buy fuel, food, clothes, whatever you like with it, because it's a MasterCard debit card. So you will be doing that when you receive your debit card.
What's the projected time period to get a debit card sent to you?
The figure that went around was that they want 5,000 C1s in place before they hand out the credit cards. Because that way we have the users. We need to have somewhere around 300,000 to 400,000 people on board, because of the fees associated with MasterCard and to make it profitable for the company.
That's a great goal.
Yeah, we'll be there in a few weeks. Like we are growing so quickly already. I think we're at about 260,000.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's okay, Steve. My pleasure.
Alex, are you okay? Okay. Can't thank you enough. Brilliant presentation. Best one ever tonight.
No, my pleasure. No, all good. We will reconvene. When do we do the next? Is it Tuesday, isn't it?
I can't Tuesday. It's going to have to be Thursday.
Okay. Thursday then. Thursday is fine.
Yeah. Okay, I will send the link out to everybody. I'd recommend everybody get that link that you posted on the chat here to get yourselves onto the there's two Facebook groups. Yeah, one is a leaders group, and the link is on the chat. So I'd recommend everybody get themselves on that. And if you're not already on, what's the name of the one you can add to anybody? The Facebook.
That was the second one he gave today.
Yeah. So you've got Cloud Token Power Team. That's right. The general one. And then you've got CT Power Team Mastermind, which is the leaders one where we're under Luigi. So everybody that's on our calls needs to join that as well, because we're all part of Luigi's team.
Okay. Great. Nina said, thank you, Tim and Duncan. Yes, please link for that one, Duncan. It's on the chat, Nina. Okay, anybody else got any questions?
I posted it at the bottom. There it is again. So it's at the bottom. I posted it in there again.
Oh, the recording, Nina's asking. Yep, I'll send everybody the recording of this later. Yep, definitely. Okay, Cindy, are you okay?
Yes, just one question. Thursday, what time will the webinar be?
The one on Thursday will be, what time is it?
11 a.m.
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock UK time.
Oh, okay, 11 a.m.
But listen, if it suits you guys, especially from the States, we will, I'm sure it's all right with you, Tim, we will do this again the following Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Yeah, just so that we can help everybody in the States, we can do one early on the Monday morning for me, which is fine.
Okay. Okay, thanks a lot, Tim. Thanks, everybody. Any questions, just message me. What Steve said, need to give USA a wake-up call. Yes, we do. That's what I've been trying to do.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Great
a lot.
meeting.
Good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
thanks, Tim.
That's all right, Len. See you later, guys.
Thanks,
a lot.
Thanks, Tim. Thank you
Bye
very
all.
much.
Bye.
Good
I'll
night.
end it for everyone.
Good night.